Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So tell me who wakes up at 4:30 in the morning deciding that they're gonna wash their hair, condition it, and start some braids. Who does that? Only me. So anyhow, you guys, I'm just taking you guys through what I did this morning. I got up early. I guess I couldn't sleep, and I had been thinking about wanting some braids because I might be going out of town with my job in a few weeks, and I don't want to be worried about my hair. So I decided I was going to get up and just get started. Because I'm tender-headed, I was like, let me go ahead and do my own braids. I don't really like when other people do my braids only because I know how much tension I can put on my hair. I know how much I can handle because I am tender-headed. And so, yeah, I know how much stress I can put on it. So I decided that I would just do it myself. So right there, I was just basically cellophaning my edges ahead of time because sometimes that gray can get disrespectful when you put your braids in. So I decided to go ahead and cellophane my hair around the edges and everything. And I just put some conditioner right on top of that. And then I'm just going to put my cap on, you guys. And so after I get the conditioner on real good, put my cap on, and you guys, I just started just straightening it up. I decided I was going to try a different routine, starting to make my bed up every morning. And so I decided to make my bed and everything. And then I just kind of sat down and pulled out my Bible and read a few verses in my Bible. And then I just wanted to do a little journaling. So I've been wanting to go on a fast, you guys. I've never done a fast before, and so I was kind of reading up on how to fast and what kind of fast and things like that. And I also just was kind of journaling about it and why I want to fast and all this other stuff. So I just had a lot on my mind this morning. And so if this could be my everyday routine, I would love it. I've been trying to get into my word in the morning early and then do a little journaling if I have time, just to settle myself before my day starts. So right here, I just basically rinse the conditioner out and I'm just kind of like combing through it. As you guys can see, my hair is doing pretty good. I still have my thin spots and everything, but I'm very proud of where my hair is versus where I started. As far as my spot in the middle, I'm getting some fuzz there, but it's not enough to really say that it's growing back or anything like that, but I do see some growth. And so I will take what I can get. I'm not going to, get too upset about it. My hair is just thin in areas, and all I can do is continue to try and take care of it under my wigs, keep it shampooed and conditioned and nice and moisturized under the wigs when I wear the wigs. But I said I wanted to give my head a break from the wigs and everything, and I was going to try my hand at braiding. I was a little intimidated because that back is short, and I don't know if I'm seasoned enough to pull and grip that short hair, but I went ahead and tried, and I just went for it, you guys. I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like giving somebody 200 and something dollars, three to do my braids when I can do them myself. So I'm not a braider. I never tell people that I braid. I just basically have done it on myself and I do it on my daughter to save her some money, but I do not have time to be braiding, y'all. It just takes too long. And I know I'm a perfectionist. I'm gonna want everything to look so good and everything. So I'll be all night on your head. So anyhow, you guys, I was very, very pleased with the growth of my hair. Um, this is without any topics, without any spray, without any stuff to conceal those thinning areas. So, you guys, I was really kind of proud of my hair. You have to celebrate the small wins with your hair. If your hair is going through something, you just take your time and just let it do what it's going to do. So, right here, I'm just kind of getting ready to use this braid gel. I don't even know if this is considered gel, but it's like a thick consistency. So I guess it's more on the waxy side. So I just know it's sticky, and that's what I liked about it. I needed something sticky because I'm not, like I said, a seasoned braider. So I wanted to make sure that I would be able to grip those little hairs, those little pieces. Now, you guys, when I got in the back, I ain't gonna lie, it was a challenge, but I did my best or whatever. I didn't have another braider in the house where I could say, "Hey, can you braid the back? I'll braid the front." So basically, I had the front of my head done. I say about before, a little before, let me see. Okay, I won't say the whole front, y'all. I had half of the front of my head done before 8 o'clock, before I, got on the clock and I started working and everything from home. And on my lunch hour, I finished a little more of the other side, guys. And then I took a break and I tried to get a little bit more done. So I had the front done before 5 o'clock, y'all. So it's kind of late. And I was a late bloomer at this tonight, but I went ahead and got it done. I had a patch of hair in the middle that I did not finish, but I was happy with what I got done. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I'm not a seasoned braider. So for me to get as much done as I did, I was happy. And these braids are small, but I think for me, I had to have them small because I needed the extra coverage. So I know if I would have put some really big braids in, number one, it would have been damaging because the braid would have been too heavy for my hair, as thin as it can be and everything. So I took my time and I just said, you know what? I'm going to just do these braids small. And I was able to get through it, you guys. And I got it done. It's late, y'all. I ain't going to lie. It's late. But I got as much done as I could. You know what I'm saying? Like I have the middle in a ponytail, like a little, I would say, let me say, it's a good little portion in the middle, but my braids were able to cover it. And if I didn't plan on wearing these braids down, I probably wouldn't care, honestly. I'd probably keep it in a bun. But I do want the option to be able to wear them down and everything and know that my whole head is braided, because that's one thing about me. I used to go and get my hair braided at by this lady a long time ago, and she would charge you half the price to do just your edges. And when I tell you, she would give you some nice braids around your edges, and if you're gonna wear your hair in a ponytail every day anyway, or if you're wearing it in a bun anyway. And I think back then she charged like $80, y'all, for just the edges. And I thought that was good, because she did really, really good work. And at the time, like I was growing out of a short hairstyle, and she was able to grip my hair. And you guys, she didn't hurt me. I wish I knew where she was, but I think she moved. I had turned a couple of people on to her before she moved out of state, but she was the only person I allowed to braid my daughter's hair. She braided my hair for a few years, and I was always able to keep up with her. But then the next time I was really looking for her, I found out she had moved out of state, y'all. I was heartbroken because she, like I said, didn't hurt me. And being that I'm tender-headed, she just didn't braid tight to me. I remember getting my hair braided by this one girl, and y'all, I had Jalen with me. Jalen was small, and I'm sitting in this lady's chair, and Jalen looking at me like, "Mommy, are you about to cry?" Because the lady was braiding my hair so tight. It was like, and she was young. I'm calling her a lady, but this girl was young, but she was skilled, and she really did a good job. She was one of my friends from cosmetology. She recommended me to her because she came in school one day with her hair braided so nice, and I was like, "Who braided your hair? It's so neat." And so I went to her, but child, she braided really tight. So here's my bun, you guys, and I'm happy with it. I didn't dip my hair or anything yet, so I'm loving how my bun, is and everything. And I went and threw me some earrings on because I thought I was looking cute, y'all. So I put me some earrings on, and I just basically was wanting to show you guys how it looks from the sides and the back and everything. And it's not perfect. You know, those little pieces in the back, I had to put some of that wax on there to make sure that it would lay flat and wouldn't be sticking out because it was kind of sticking out of my braid. But it's okay. And I'm showing you guys my thinner side, you know. Even with my thinner side, I managed to get enough coverage. And I'm happy with it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing my little happy dance. Love you guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.